More defendants in the Georgia 2020 election interference case are turning themselves into authorities. The 19 defendants, including former President Trump, have until noon Friday to surrender themselves to the Fulton County Jail. The former president has said that he will turn himself in Thursday. CBS News congressional correspondent Nikole Killion joins us now. Nikole, it's been a busy day there. Catch us up on what has happened, what you have seen.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we have seen more defendants turn themselves in today, 7 in all, in addition to the 2 from yesterday, which brings us to a total of 9. Of course, the most prominent being the former president's leading ally, Rudy Giuliani, who just was at the jail a short time ago. Take a listen to what he told some of us in the press corps after he was booked.
This is an assault on our Constitution. Fannie Willis will go down in American history as having conducted one of the worst attacks on the American Constitution ever when this case is dismissed. She has violated people's First Amendment right to advocate the government, to petition the government for grievances, like an election they believe was poorly conducted or falsely conducted. People have a right to believe that in America. Biden and the Biden state doesn't have a right to tell you what the truth is.
So as you can see, there was a pretty chaotic scene as the former mayor exited his vehicle and tried to talk to some of us in the press after he made that statement. We did see him go to a bail bondsman. Of course, his bond was set at $150,000. I asked the former mayor who put up his bail. I also asked his attorneys who was paying for it. They did not comment, but some sources have indicated that the former mayor has been experiencing some legal troubles. He has been fundraising online also to kind of help with some of his funds. But that being said, of course, that really was the big event here at the jail today, with Giuliani turning himself in, the former president just a short time ago saying that it is a sad day for our country. Major.
Nikole, there is nothing ordinary about this, but to the degree that that lack of ordinariness can be recognized, has this processing been as expected, meaning without conflict or without controversy, at least so far?
You know, for the most part, I mean, it has been quite routine, having spent a big chunk of this week at the Fulton County Courthouse and here at the jail. You know, starting Monday, we saw a number of attorneys, including the former president's attorneys, go in, meet face-to-face with members of the district attorney's team to try to hammer out these bond agreements. And once those have been in place, we have seen many of these defendants, as we pointed out, surrender in short order. There are a couple of holdouts, including Mark Meadows, former White House Chief of Staff, and Jeffrey Clark, a former Justice Department official, who have both filed motions asking for an extension to surrender. In both instances, however, the district attorney has turned them down.
Nikole, any sense of what tomorrow will look like and play out as there are greater security being prepared for the former president's expected arrival?
Well, that is what we are expecting. Obviously, with any appearance by the former president, a lot of this is being coordinated in tandem with the Secret Service and local authorities here on the ground, from the Fulton County Sheriff's Office to the Atlanta Police. We do expect the former president to turn himself in at some point, either Thursday afternoon or Thursday evening. And he will likely go through the same process as everyone else, which could involve fingerprinting, which could involve the first mugshot we may see of the former president. As we have seen, the Fulton County Sheriff's Office put out mugshots of all of these defendants thus far who have turned themselves in. So it really will be a pretty stunning moment, not just for the former president, but in the whole trajectory of all of these legal cases that we have seen the former president endure.
If that happens, it would be the first authentic mugshot of the former president, not one used simply for campaign purposes that wasn't actually real. That happened in an earlier indictment. Nikole Killion, thank you so very much.